Konnichiwa viewers, I'm Ota-kun and this is the Ota-kun Review. Hopefully if you're watching this you have a slight understanding of what anime is. If not, I will now take this moment to explain it and its world of fans. It all started in the late 1960s when North American sci-fi fans began to bring their favorite shows from Japan, translate them, and then release them to the public at conventions. In 1992, a company known as US Renditions, a film importer, released the first English subtitled anime video game, Gunbuster. After that, Mania was born. Shows like Power Rangers, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball Z became some of the first animes to be fully dubbed and put on the air. They became the first steps in the ladder of many of my generation's otaku community. Fans of anime, and its written counterparts manga, pronounced ma-nga, are often called otakus, or fanboys and fangirls. Otaku roughly translates to a person with obsessive interests. Of course, this can often be applied to many different people who show different obsession. However, it's often used in North America to describe the anime-loving community. So, it's kind of like calling someone a Trekkie, except you don't get flogged by Klingons. We use paddles! But enough about that. Let's get to what really counts, the review. And because I'm talking about some of the oldest animes in existence, probably means I should start with one of them. Let's take a look at that old classic, Speed Racer. Get down, Speed Racer was released in manga form, the Weekly Shonen book, in 1966 as Mach Go Go Go. 1 year later, the first episode of the anime was released to the Japanese public, and soon after, the same year, finding an American audience as well under the name Speed Racer. But the Americans wanted something more... American! Yeah, that's right, Bandit. So in 1983, the New Adventures of Speed Racer was made, and it wasn't very popular. In America. So in rebuttal, in 1997, the Japanese made Speed Racer X. It was released in 2005 in America. Of course, nobody told the Americans it wasn't very popular.
Try speaking American, it's the only language I understand.
Okay, that's enough to Bandit Keep.
In America.
So in 2008, we got 2 servings of the American Speed Racer. Speed Racer, The Next Generation.
Do you see what is happening here, Mr. Wolf?
And then came the live-action films. This was the first of what was sure to kick off what I can only assume to be the start of the anime film genre. And boy, what a shit-stopper of a first film! However, it's no wonder the film was terrible, especially when you know what the North American writers had to deal with in terms of story. And the words, not much, come to mind. The original anime series, even in its dub form, is exceedingly fast-paced. You could argue that the series is fast-paced due to the fact that it's a racing anime, but it's totally the fault of bad writing. Now because this anime is old, I'm going to go easy on things like animation style and voice acting, beyond what's necessary. I'll try and be good. The show starts with an overhead view of the Mach 5 in an area of what can only be described as screen grabs from the Adam West Batman show of the same time period. Maybe it was just the time period, spinning colors seemed to be all the rage. From this point on, the show is exactly what you'd expect. People race, and Speed Racer outraces them all. In one of the most sportsmanship moments in history, the other racers only say,
"That was a great race you ran, Speed. You beat us fair and square. You're the best driver I've ever seen, Speed."
Gee, I think those guys are hitting on him.
"How would you like to join my team as a professional racer?"
Oh my god, it's Hitler! Wait, he's alive? And he owns a racing team?
Of course! Don't you know anything about science?
Anyway, Speed laments that his father won't let him race in a professional race because racing for money is for fools. Meanwhile, in a corporate office, Speed Racer's father is selling out. Mr. Racer storms out of the office after having his engine design turned down by this guy, who only chuckles as Mr. Racer leaves.
Bum bum bum.
Speed kicks up Pop and they drive home.
After him!
Really? Bad guys in yellow and black checkered outfits on matching bikes, that's your best bad guy? So the bad guys start being road hogs on dirt bikes. I'd also like to point out that the Mach 5 is an advanced racing vehicle. and these guys on dirt bikes have managed to catch up and pass it. A dirt bike at its top speed can go about 48 to 50 miles per hour, while according to Wiki Answers, a Formula 1 race car can max out at 350 miles per hour. Noting that even at its peak performance and park quality, a dirt bike can exceed speeds of 100 miles per hour, a race car like the Mach 5 could easily outmaneuver and leave several guys on dirt bikes in the dust! For argument's sake, the dirt bikes have boxed a Mach 5 in. This normally wouldn't be a big problem, except for the fact that Pops is now waving around the plans for the new engine in the air. So what does one bad guy do? He takes it. Speed, being the main character and all, jumps out of a moving vehicle at top speed at a very awkward angle, and manages to grapple the guy with the plan. So what does he do? Why, he passes it off to another guy. Speed is straddling the back of the dirt bike behind the biker, while the biker who now has a plan is ahead and slightly farther away from Speed. There is no logical way that Speed could get any footing to make any move to stop this other biker. But wait! What is this? Is Speed flying? Can Speed Racer fly? I don't know, but I think I'm going to have to count that as a strike.